Hello, Port Angeles High School. This is Jason Gooding from the Counseling Department and the counselor for the class of 2021. Today we are going to talk about the FAFSA and why you need a FSA ID. That's the first step in applying for your FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid and applying for colleges. You'll need this in order to get the money you need to go. Did you know that October 1 is the first date in which you can start applying for the FAFSA? That's important, and so I want to make sure that you're aware of all the materials you need in order to be prepared for that date. So what we're doing is we're partnering with College Success Foundation this year, and Andrea DeCinco, and she's working with the seniors in her capacity, and we're glad to have her aboard. So she's going to go over the nuts and bolts of what you'll need for the FSA ID application, and we're going to pass it on to her now.
Hello everyone. When you follow the link that Mr. Gooding will be sending with this video, you'll come to a screen that looks like this. First step is to create a username and password. My biggest advice for you is make sure you write this down. When you apply for the FAFSA, it's something you have to do every year of college. So you'll have to remember this once a year for probably 4 years or so. So username, they do not want you to include your name or birth date in this. So be creative and get that done. For a password, just follow these instructions. And continue. Second page, the only piece of information to complete this really fast ID process that you might not already have is your social security number. So check with whoever may have this number if you don't have it memorized, and make sure you're entering your name just how it appears on your card. If you don't have a social security number, check with me or Mr. Gooding, and we'll be able to set you up with another application for federal aid for that scenario. Next, you'll be entering an email. And another tip is do not enter your school email. So if you have a personal Gmail, iCloud, whatever your personal email is, you'll need to be able to access this email long after you graduated from Port Angeles High. Mobile phone, choose a phone that you have close to you because you'll be needing that later in this process. Mailing address, and continue. Probably the most fun part is figuring out 4 challenge questions. You have so much to choose from. If you need to pause this video and look over them so you know ahead of time what you're going to choose, you can do that. But name of your first pet, what was the first movie you saw in theaters, if you remember things like that. Also write these down so that you have them and know exactly how you capitalize, space, spell the answers to your questions. This page is just confirming all the information you already listed, your address, your birthday, etc. Something I often forget is to check this little box that confirms that everything's correct. Then hit continue. And this is why you need to have your phone close by. Your phone will buzz with a security code. Enter that code, verify, and the process is complete. I've heard that every year up to $2 billion of federal aid goes unused because students aren't completing this. So get your start today. This whole process, if you have everything ready, is 4 or 5 minutes tops.